So Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is now out and in theaters. I went to go see it yesterday. Ray and Ann came with me, and our initial quick right out of the theater review is now up and on the YouTube channel if you want to go check it out there. But you know, this movie's had an interesting ride already, right? They decided to roll the dice a bit and put it out at the Cannes Film Festival. Now that's a little bit of a risk because if you get really good word of mouth, that can like snowball into a big reception. But if you don't get a good reception, that can take all the wind out of your sails. And that's what happened, right? The first reactions and reviews from some of the big outlets came out of Cannes and they didn't love it. And it was holding like a 50% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes for a while, which is not what we were expecting. So I went to go see it last night. Now, in the interim, since then, the critic rating has gone up. Actually, it's gone all the way up to 67%. But here's the key thing. Now that the audiences have started to see the movie, we are now getting our audience score. And the audience score, not surprisingly, is actually significantly higher than the critic score is. Let's take a look at this. So, like I said before, the critic rating for it has climbed up significantly from that initial 50%, now gone all the way up to 67%. That's probably where it's going to, I mean, maybe it can get to 70, maybe it'll drop back down to 65, but 67, 66, 68%, that's probably where it's going to finish off, which isn't bad. It's not bad. But the 88% audience score, the audiences are like, and I'll tell you what, I can totally understand why now that I've seen the film. Because I mentioned this coming out of theater, I have several significant issues with the movie. A little bit too long, kind of an anticlimactic ending to the film, to be honest with you. I think they pushed Harrison Ford's actions and action sequences a little bit too far. One of my biggest problems was that the Phoebe Waller-Bridges character was a straight up asshole. She was a real jerk, and I don't want to go into spoilers as to why and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, the most important thing about an Indiana Jones film is the adventure. And the adventure worked. And it was very indie. It felt very much like an Indiana Jones film. And despite the fact that I thought the action climax of the film was a little underwhelming, the actual end of the film, and if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, I actually really liked. I really liked the way they closed off the journey of Indiana Jones. But again, because of the adventure part, I could totally see why audiences may have come out of that a little bit more than the critics, having gone, that was fun. That was a good time. Now, for me, it doesn't crack the top 3 Indiana Jones films. Like, to me, in order of greatness, to me, it's The Last Crusade, then Raiders, then Temple of Doom, and now I would put Dial of Destiny, and then at the bottom, Crystal Skull. So, but I mean, you know, it was kind of fun. And again, not surprised to see that audience. Ray, you saw it with me last night. Are you surprised? Like, after you saw it, you hadn't seen the audience ratings or anything like that. Are you surprised seeing that 88? Is it right around where you figured it would be? What do you think?
No. I'm not surprised at all because I actually enjoyed the film, but I only have seen the first Indiana Jones. So
right, you only saw Raiders,
and I actually like this one a little bit more than that one, just because I don't know. I just like the adventure in this one. The modern, more modern, up-to-date stuff. Rate. The up-to-date stuff is the thing that gets me. That's why I like Phantom Menace a little bit more than most people do, just because. Of the technology.
What did you think about the de-aging effect?
No.
Didn't work for you?
That was the worst parts for me.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I didn't care what Harrison Indy was doing as long as it was the Indy right now.
Right.
Like, I don't care if it looked dumb.
Old man Indy. Yeah. You didn't want to see the younger man Indy.
I don't care if it looked dumb. There's just some joy that it brought me just to see him on screen. Because I know what this character does for a lot of people.
Right.
There's people right behind me where everything Indy did as the old man, you could hear like a lady and a man weeping, whatever, isn't that right behind me? Because they're in the handicap area.
Right.
So they're right behind me. I just liked seeing it, even if it looked ridiculous at times. That some of the stuff that they try to make us believe, it was just a good time for me.
So you're not surprised by the 88?
No,
you're
no,
not
no.
Surprised the audiences seem to like him.
This is adventure, man. You're supposed to have a good time.
Yeah, and I thought I have some gripes about the film, but the adventure part of it, which is like 85% of the movie, because there's a lot of adventure in this thing, kind of works for me. We want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. From the gas pump to the grocery store, your utility bills and favorite streaming services, inflation is everywhere. Seriously, make it stop. Thankfully, there's one company out there that's giving you a much needed break. It's Mint Mobile. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know that ever since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been saving almost 70% a month over my old phone plan. For people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Anyway, guys, question is for you. You've heard probably a lot of things about Indiana Jones. It's only been open for a day. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you have not. But are you surprised to hear that the audience scores are actually better than the critic scores in this one? Actually, the critic scores tend to be getting better right now as we speak. I understand why it's not higher. Have you had a chance to see the film? If so, what did you think about it? Whatever you guys think about all this, jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks for checking out our video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, but don't forget, we also have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today.